Alrighty, what's up, everybody, and welcome to the Without Limits podcast, conversations with CJ
and Jay.
We are so excited. There's a person in the room with us.
We have company today.
Huh? There's somebody in the room.
Mama said I can have company today.
Yes, we can have company today. I'm so excited. Absolutely love this lady. She is my sister. She is my friend. Shout out to her husband, who's my brother. Yeah, see right there.
Hey,
See, can you mention her?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. No, but I absolutely love it. One thing that I love about it is that our birthdays are really close. So it's like we don't do zodiacs, but we're Aries. We believe in the cross, but hashtag Aries. But anyway,
Team Jesus.
Team Jesus. See right there. See, thank you. You own it. You own it. Welcome our friend Courtney Perry onto our podcast. I'm gonna get a clap button. We're gonna upgrade to the clap button later. But we gonna talk today, Courtney.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was such a nice intro, by the way.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Glory to the Father.
Yes.
Glory.
We try. But we gonna talk about some things. First of all, let's get some things out the way. Have y'all looked at the BET Awards?
Nope.
Heard about the BET Awards?
I was asleep.
Okay. So, remember, Jay, we had a conversation. We had Car Chronicles last week.
Hey, y'all go back and watch that. It's
Please.
on our Facebook page.
Yes.
It's attached to our personal pages as well.
Yes.
Go back and watch that. We
Chronicles.
had a recap of what we did.
Mm-hmm.
And, just by the way, just follow us on
Please
all
do.
social media platforms
Yes.
except for Twitter. We're not there.
No, we don't dabble.
Be blessed.
Lose him.
We're not there.
We're not
But you can follow us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube.
Yes.
Apple Podcasts, Podbean, everywhere you can listen to your
Girl.
This is nice.
Girl.
I love her.
All over the place.
Yes, but yeah, back to your point.
Yeah, that's why she's my co-host, because I forgot to do that. But yeah, so when we did Car Chronicles, right?
Mm-hmm.
We talked about who's singing at Tina Turner's funeral. So
who sang at the memorial?
no, we don't know about the memorial, but they did a tribute for Tina Turner.
My Lord.
They had Auntie Patti LaBelle.
Oh, that was nice.
No.
Oh.
No. Patty forgot the words.
She was looking for her background singers?
She yelled, "Well, I need to hear my..."
Did she say? Did she really? I was joking. Did she really say that? Why my background singing? Listen, if y'all don't know nothing else, y'all need to know. Auntie Patty need her background singers.
That thing.
All the way up.
That thing.
In her ear.
I didn't watch the BET Awards. I just kept seeing the comments on Facebook. But somebody put up the video of Patti LaBelle doing the tribute to Tina Turner. Yeah, it wasn't good. It was not good.
I mean, the verses, though, like...
That she couldn't see it. Like, she couldn't see. Like, I guess she was reading the words off the prompter. And I think from the perspective of Simply the Best. Okay. Simply the best, you're better than all the rest. That was like one of her most popular ones.
Right.
It's okay. Her face was beat. She probably looked good.
Patty was slayed.
See?
Always.
That's what matters.
Patty was slayed from top to bottom. But it was still like...
Probably need to sing Nutbush. That's more for style.
She could have sung What's Love.
Yeah.
What's Love?
Everybody know that?
Everybody.
You could have remixed that.
Yeah.
You hear me? But Pat, yeah. All right, yeah. I just wanted to mention that, and then I really don't want to talk about it, but the submarine situation. This thing is
didn't we talk about it last week? I think
okay?
we did.
This thing has wore me out.
You said, are they okay?
Are they okay?
No,
they gone. Did they transition over to the bad guy?
Yeah. So the reports say that on Sunday, the Canada craft that they had flying in the air heard sounds, and later on it was stated that those sounds was an implosion. So before they even got down there, they were gone.
Oh, Jesus.
It imploded. And I've been seeing all the memes Like, you would never see us there.
I'm trying to...
And I'm thinking in my mind, like, yeah, you wouldn't, because first of all, when you tell me I can control it with an Xbox controller,
First of all, most black people, let me not say that. I'm not finna be stereotypical on, this not even live, but on nobody's podcast.
You sure can.
No, but you could go ahead.
Most black people say they can't even swim, so nobody's going down in the deep to go see Titanic.
I tell people, everybody asks me, can I swim? I said, I can swim to save my life. I'm not a lifeguard.
No, and it's a peel. Like, they had knees to chest, right?
I don't understand.
It's only like
so
one
small.
toilet paper.
It was only one toilet. They only had one window. And then, for me, where because, maybe, it's a new invention or whatever, Xbox controller. Okay, whatever. Let's go to the next thing. It can only be opened from the outside. Excuse me. Are you trying to unalive yourself?
I mean...
Because that's what it sounds like.
But I mean, even still, the fact that they only had oxygen for what, 24 hours, 48 hours? No, it was 20.
It was a little...
It was just a little... It was just like, did y'all do a suicide attempt? But then on top of that, let's just even make it clear. Why are we going to go see the Titanic?
There is some sort of...
There are a lot of documentaries
about the Titanic.
Can somebody tell me why we want to go see Titanic? Why? They've been gone.
12,000.
They've been gone for a while. That shit been down there for a while. It's been down. Ship. I didn't cuss. But that thing been down there for a while. It's been down there for...
Before I was born.
I think, right. I wasn't... I don't even... Were you?
We
no,
were
we
not
weren't
born.
here.
We got new ships. Don't say weren't... Was I?
Were we here? When did
I don't
Titanic
think we were here.
When did Titanic sink? We need to look this up now. I'm sorry.
I've never even watched the movie, to be honest.
Okay.
So my friend Ebony, shout out if she ever watched this episode. She's gonna get mad when I say this. And I'm so sorry when I say this, but I mean no harm. I'm sorry, but I was laughing through the Titanic. I'm sorry, I really was. Through the movie, I was laughing. Because I need to understand, why are we playing music when it's sinking?
Wait, what?
Why is there a whole band?
Yeah, so
you're playing
it was like 3-piece orchestra.
Why are we...
Everybody screaming, ah! And they
the band is still playing.
Oh.
Why are you playing death music?
And then there's one person come to Jesus.
I just don't like long movies.
Well, the thing is,
it was very long.
We are not going to talk about you and your movies, Courtney. We're not going to do that.
That is not the point. Okay, we are talking about the Titanic right now. Okay, Titanic people. Okay, that's what matters.
No, during the Titanic, with the movie with what, Leonardo DiCaprio, that movie or whatever, that movie, like during that time, it came out on VHS, and it was 2 tapes.
Yeah, it was.
They had Tinker Bell vibes.
I saw it in the theaters with my auntie, right? I just want to put this disclaimer out there before I say my next statement. I was very sheltered as a kid. I just want to put that out there. So when I saw the Titanic, I had nightmares when I went home. Because I had nightmares of like water rushing in and drowning. Because I'm like, that's so sad.
It was.
But now as an adult, I'm like, Jane, you could have let them get on that dough.
Listen, like, yeah, it was a very long movie.
Yeah.
I'll pass.
Please do. You're so kind.
It's okay.
And now this, like the whole subplot, I'm really gonna pass on watching it.
Yeah, it's tragic. It's not. But this leads to our conversation. Like, this is really I just want to get those 2 topics out the way. But it leads to the conversation because, just say us 3 and maybe 2 more, like, would you all risk your lives for those of you all that have friends? You have friends. Would you all risk your life like that? Like going somewhere, like you don't even know if y'all gonna return and all that other stuff, like with a group of friends. Would y'all do that?
It depends on the friend.
Wait, will we do it for friends?
No, but I mean, like, would we do it like as a group of friends? I should have clarified.
Oh, as a group of friends.
As a group of friends, like a group, like if you like your group of friends, or just say whoever you consider friends or whatever, like y'all just go on a trip, but it's a whirlwind. Like you don't know if you're gonna return. Would y'all do it?
Like we going to climb up a mountain or something?
I mean, if you want me to give you like an example.
Yeah, I need an example because I'm in my most introverted state.
Well, here's the thing. For me, let's just say for me, I'm not a skydiving person.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm not a skydiving person.
Oh, see, I'll do that with friends.
See, you're not in this conversation now. so
I can do that.
No, but for me, I'm not skydiving because I don't know what I don't
know where I'm landing.
It's not the landing part. I want to make sure my chute comes out. Like, I have a thing. Like, I'm pulling, and there's nothing there. That's just my thing for me. So, but I'm saying, like, in that sense, like, would y'all do like risky type trips like that?
The only time I'm dumping in the ocean is to go save my man.
Okay.
I'm not going for no other reason.
Understood.
It has to be Bebe himself down there in the deep, and I'll find him.
Period.
You won't have to worry.
I
I'll
will risk
find
my
him.
life for my family.
Okay.
Like my daughter. My daughter.
That's good.
I will risk my life.
That is good.
That ain't
Because
your
I couldn't
story.
say family.
That ain't your story.
Yeah. My man though, but that's good. See, that's what family's supposed to be.
That ain't your story.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will risk my life. However,
But with no friends. Oh my.
It depends. It depends on
Delicious.
like if, cause it depends on what the situation is. Cause I will send somebody to go find you, but if I'm going to do it, like if it's gonna risk my health and I'm gonna unlap myself or put myself in a position where I'm not gonna be here for my daughter, I won't do it.
So
I'll send someone.
So you got different responsibilities. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really depends on what. Like when it comes to the water situation, yeah, just Bebe. If it comes to like other things, like if my friends want to climb a mountain in the middle of January or something, yeah, I'll do that with them. Yeah. Okay. It just depends on what it is.
So let's go here. Let's go ahead and talk about it. What do y'all consider a friend? I need this y'all perception or y'all preference of what do you all consider like this is my friend, like no doubt about it, this is my friend. Or even if you don't have a definition, like what are the qualifications that you consider as somebody saying, or you're saying that they are my friend, or vice versa. Courtney, you're the guest, so you got to go first.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't really have like a definition, but like qualifications for me. Let me just say this: they have changed. When I was in my 20s, they were very. I'm not gonna say superficial, but I wasn't as wise as I am now.
Understood.
So now in my 30s, I'm looking for more quality than I am quantity in friendships. So right now, like what friendship? Trustworthy, I think, is like the basic thing, right? Accountability is important. I probably would not have said that in my 20s. Humble, I really do not like prideful, arrogant people. A kind heart, even though it seems basic, like everybody doesn't have a pure heart. And probably a tenacious friend. I like them. Yeah, somebody that you can kind of work through. Not, we live in a culture nowadays where it's just like, if you're not doing what I want, like deuces, peace out. But to have somebody that's willing to like stick it out with you and work through issues. Yeah, I can work from there.
Okay, I can dig it
with that.
And Jesus. Now, this is just me personally, though. We have to have that moral. Because if we do have disagreements, I can always come back. We can come back to the word together.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they gotta have. So basically, that you want
that moral value.
They're not religious, but at the same time, that they love the Lord.
Yeah, no. Because if we have a disagreement, and this is even with my husband, if me and him have a heated fellowship, you know, we can go back to the word of God. That's our common ground. I need a common ground in friendship.
I'm taking that home with me.
Heated fellowship.
I'm taking that home with me.
I need a common ground. So for me, that will help me. Because, you know, friends, they gonna have heated moments. So.
Yeah, they do.
What about you, Jay?
For me, like she said, it has changed over the years. But definitely, and I think the definition of a friend for me is the same as what I consider as my core values, like what I someone that respects my boundaries. It's very important. Being kind, integral, respect. That's very important. And one who is understanding as far as like if I have something that I want to do and you know supportive, that's the word. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. Supportive. Yeah. Okay. Supportive. That's important to me.
Okay.
And they love Jesus. Yeah. But being kind and integral, that's very important to me, and trustworthy. And the Bible say, you know, the friend sticks closer to you than any brother, you know? And, you know, have that, if I'm close to you and I call you my brother and you my friend, and we're not blood, then, you know, you have a special place in my heart.
Understood.
Yeah. What about you, CJ? You asked the question. You're not
trying to escape it. I'm actually very interested though, because me and you have just started a friendship, so it's good to know. What's the qualifications? Did I make it? I got questions.
Did she make it? Did she make it?
What happened? Are we still working through it? You know, sometimes it's a process.
Yeah.
Everybody don't get access right away, and that's okay too.
So, see, the Saints with me, I'm a little, I just wanted to ask the question. I didn't want to answer the question. But anyway, listen. So, for me, I'm going to go with the qualifications part. For me, a friend for me is someone, and I'm going to echo some of the stuff that you all have already said, trustworthy. But when I say trustworthy, it's in a sense of where if I can't trust you with my good, then I can't trust you with my bad. And be able to understand that I'm human. I have my flaws. I have, you know, things that I'm going through, things that I struggle with. So be able to handle my stuff if I decide to let you hear it or give it to you, if that makes sense. Gotta be able to listen. Yes. If that makes sense. Because I'm a listener. Like anybody that comes to me, and they are my friend and they want like, yo, CJ, Craig, I need to talk to you. My ears are open, you know? And so I want to the same way that I listen, I need that friend to listen as well.
I agree with that.
So they gotta be a good listener. And yeah, I just listen. I don't know why that's heavy for me. That's like really heavy for me, but being able to listen and hear what I'm saying. And
I think in recent years.
I was going to say that too.
Yeah.
Because I don't think in our 20s we really thought about that. It was.
Oh, well, I didn't have friends. In my 20s. I just got friends.
Oh, you just got friends?
Okay. I just started getting friends. Only because the crazy part about it is the fact that can you check that for me?
Excuse me.
The only thing about the fact for me is the fact that the fact for me that bothered me is the fact that a lot of people couldn't handle what I was going through. People couldn't handle what I was dealing with. People couldn't handle the stuff that I had going on in my life during the time in my 20s. At the time, me and my wife I was married in my 20s. Tiara and I got married in our 20s. And so it was just like, I couldn't trust a lot of people at that time. Like, my trust level, I mean, my guard is always up, but my guard back in my 20s was when you had to come through 4 pit bulls, a picket fence, which was an electric picket fence, and then you had to go through a security guard, and then you had to go through, you know, a questionnaire, and then I needed your blood work and make sure that, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how deep my guard up was. Yeah. And so now, where I am now, I'm open more. I'm a little bit more open. And so for me, that's why my qualifications is like it is now, because I didn't have friends before. And that's not a woe is me statement. That's just what it was. That's what it is. So it's like, now it's like, okay, well, like I said, just be able to listen. Yeah. Just be able to listen. The way that I listen, I'm a person where I'll use this terminology. Whatever I dish out, I can take. Mm-hmm. So if you want truth from me, I'm going to give you truth. But I expect that in return. Yeah. Like, give me truth. Yeah. And I tell anybody that's my friend, and maybe you all, you should know. But I know you know. Like, if you be like, CJ, yeah, you doing too much. Like, bro, kill that. Like, that's like out of... I know, but still.
I feel the way I feel.
You know what I'm saying? But I take the, you know what I'm saying, like being able to be that, I'm all about that genuine transparency, rawness. It's like, I feel like that's a friend for me, because I want to be able to walk you through your process and be able to walk me through mine, you know? And unfortunately, a lot of people in my younger years, I didn't have that. So, of course, echoing like what y'all already said, with knowing the Lord, knowing the Lord a little bit. If you don't know, you know.
I will say, when it comes to having a friend that does not believe in Jesus per se, that's okay. But just know, don't be offended if I bring Jesus into the conversation, because that's who I know.
That's where my lines get crossed, because I mention him so much. Yeah. Because, like, that's my life. Yeah. So it is very hard. I've learned now that, like, I'm okay. I feel the same way. Like, I can be friendly. Yes. Let me say that. Mm-hmm. Friendship, I guess I'm kind of on the line about it, because I feel like some people may get offended or certain beliefs. Like, let's say someone believes in, well, I don't even want to bring anything up, but let's say someone has a different belief and maybe I may not agree with it. Like, are you finna chew my head off because I don't agree with you? So I think it's kind of a fine line, especially in today's culture, because there's so much other things outside of Jesus. So,
like, there are, for me, I started off with having friends from like grade school. Now, we all grew up in church, but you know, as we get older, you know, they you know, start studying other religions or whatever, and then it's like, oh, okay, now all of a sudden you don't believe in Jesus. Why do you don't believe in Jesus? Because all this is this and in the book or whatever. Okay, so you need an insight. You've been hurt. I see the hurt. I get that. I understand the hurt. I've been hurt too. Yeah. However, I've seen the example of Jesus in my life. So I would be a fool to discredit what he's done. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But
and I wouldn't disregard anybody. Love covers a multitude of sins. Absolutely. As people say, I think when people think of Christianity, especially nowadays, they think it's like a barking law. Fire and brimstone. Yeah. But
everybody going to hell.
Right.
Everybody going to hell.
But no, like, love covers a multitude of sin.
You're going to hell.
Yeah, I may have standards.
You're going to hell.
But I also know how to love people. So
yeah, and that's really what it is. That's what Jesus said. You know, love covers a multitude of sins.
So my question would be going to that, because I had a friend where me and him were, I would say we were close at the time, and he shifted. He ended up shifting, and what I mean by he shifted, like, he was in church. He was, I think he was part of the dance team at the time at the church. He was in it, and then he shifted. he was like, I no longer believe in God. You know, everything that's happened in my life is because of I did it, and all. I'm like, oh, okay. So
well, yeah, he did it.
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I'm just like, but he thought him. You know, he said it first. He was talking about himself.
Okay.
And I didn't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what to say. I didn't know, like, am I supposed to bring him back into the fold? Am I supposed to? I don't know. I've never experienced that before, and so I literally just backed away, and I literally just eased my way away from. I wouldn't say away from, but I just eased my way in my communication with him. And to this day, I still don't. I haven't talked to him still to this day. But it's just I lead that to ask, like, what do you do, or have you all experienced the? I don't want to use the word loss, but have you all gotten disconnected from friends that you all thought that y'all was gonna be like this lifetime, but technically it was just seasonal? And like, what did you do in those times? Were you hurt? Did you grieve? You know, all that good stuff or bad stuff.
I think for me, when it did happen, I just prayed for them. That's all I could really do.
Bless your heart, I didn't do that.
Nope. I just prayed for them.
Prayer
I was
was
like,
not,
God,
was
just
not
touch
at the top of
them.
my
You know,
list.
whatever hurt them.
Revenge
Because
was, but
to,
not prayer. Sorry.
To me, to me, when people fall away or whatever, it's because someone that was a part of the same religion had hurt them.
Okay.
And unfortunately, I think people hold. I think we talked about this before, but certain people hold, like pastors and ministers and whoever is in leadership in the church, at such a high regard that they become a god in their mind.
Yeah.
Not saying that they are God, but like you hold them to a high standard that when they hurt you or make a mistake, now it's like, I don't even want to believe because this has happened or that's happened or whatever, you know? And so I was just led to pray for the person. I've always been that type of person, even in my 20s and my teenage years.
Come on, intercessor. Pray.
I've always been that type of person, just pray for them, you know? And I think that's where, you know, some people like, Jessica, you need to learn how to be mean, or I feel like it's being mean when you just cut people off, because I'm like, well, God ain't cut me off, so why I gotta cut them off? You know what I'm saying? Now, I do know that, you know, there are boundaries and everything like that. However, like, if they still if they want to have a conversation, of course, my number is there, or we have Facebook communication. You're not blocked, so you have access to me. Just not in, you know, the way that it was before. We're not going out to, you know, bar, club, whatever together, like, because I don't do that anyway. Never really was comfortable going to those places anyway. But
she was saying for real.
I am.
She was saying for real.
Really?
Because you were saying for real. Because there's literally the bar outside this studio to your left. You used to live there. Go ahead, you were saying? Real talk.
That's what
lived there.
But literally, that's what came to, like, just pray for them. And then eventually they did say, you know, I did get hurt by such. But listening to this or something you said made me reconsider. And I'm like, well, praise God. You know, now, you know, what you gonna do now? Like, what's next steps? But, you know, to answer your question, yes, I did.
So are we talking about losing friends that have stepped away from the faith?
No.
Or just losing friends in general?
So, I would say, in a sense, and what I mean by losing friends, not in death, but you and them are no longer in communication. Like, whether it been whatever. It can be anything. But I'm just saying, like, if you have experience, like what did you do, like, to get through that process? I'm not going to look at you, Courtney.
Okay.
I cried my eyes out.
I thought you were talking about in the faith.
No, you're good. No, that's a good. That's a good thing too, because like I said, with me, don't lose your thought. With me, I didn't know what to do on my end either. Like for me, like not saying either, but for me, I didn't know what to do. Like when dude like that friend that I had, when he walked away from the faith, I didn't know what to do. I didn't. To this point, like I said, to this day, I don't even know where this man is. I don't even know if he gotten back into the church or whatever. But that's a good perspective when people do walk away from the faith. Now, your perspective was just having the disconnect from friends and just whatever. You said you cried, and go ahead.
Well, look, first of all, Lord, bring him back. If he did step away.
Yeah.
He's near to the backslider.
He is.
He in love with him. Be in love with me then. All right, moving on. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
When I lost friendships, I cried when I lost, and I'll even just say, like, especially in my 20s, that was really hard for me. In my 20s, I lost a lot of friendships, in my case, because I stepped away from things that I used to do when I said yes to God. And so a lot of things that I did before, like I wasn't doing anymore. And I think a lot of people didn't understand that, or they thought that I was like, thought that I was like above everyone else, but I didn't feel that way. I was really just trying to get my life right. It was really messed up.
I understand that.
So I lost friends due to that. I think just dealing with that though, it took me time, grief came, anger came. I think I was also angry, to be honest. I was also frustrated, like, dang God, like I'm trying to get my life right, and it's like I said yes, and you literally remove everyone from my life. Like, is this a joke? Are you playing me right now?
That part.
I'm gonna get offended.
Yeah.
Because like, what does that even mean? Like, I say yes to you, and now my world has literally flipped upside down. I'm losing friends. I'm losing just basic things that I thought that I would just always have, and it was hard. And I think even now, like when I see some of those people, we're very like cordial, and you know, I show myself friendly, but it's just not the same. But yeah, I think it can be bittersweet. You know, you do lose things in people, rather. But
do y'all have friends? Like good friends?
I do. Thanks to the Lord. I do. You guys.
You're my friend.
See, that's right.
You're my friend. I consider you and your wife a friend.
Yeah,
that's right.
Vice versa.
Yeah.
Vice versa.
So
listen.
You know.
And I had to, let me say this too, I had to learn how to be a good friend.
Yeah.
So let me not just say, when I turned my life around in my 20s, I was also not the best friend in my 20s. So either. So as I grew older, I'm like, Courtney, you got some work to do. Like, that was trash.
Yeah.
So yeah, learning how to be a good friend too, and taking accountability, like, for myself, and doing, you know, those like self checks. Like,
I think for me, one of the hardest things for me being a friend to someone else, it was hard for me to correct, or I don't want to use the word correct, to show accountability to my friends, because I didn't know how to give it softly.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Oh, like with love.
Yeah.
You just
No, it was love. It was just.
It wasn't seasoned with grace.
It wasn't seasoned at all. It was raw. Like you didn't get poisoned, but you didn't get poisoned, but you got salmonella with it, because it's gonna hurt you. You hear me?
Wow.
All right. So, yeah, it was just like I had to learn how to do accountability in love, and which is something that I'm still learning. Because shout out to my mama. I am my mother's child. Because it's just like no, WTH?
Yeah.
What's going on? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just going off what you're saying, Courtney, it's like I had to learn how to be a friend, because I wanted to have friends. I knew that, to be honest, if I can be real transparent, I needed friends. I did. I needed friends, because it's like listening to my own thoughts, and because the level of introvert that I am, my mind goes into so many different places when I'm in my head. So it's just like to have that friend that'll be like, chill or just have a regular conversation with. So it's good to know that you do have friends, but also to understand, are you a friend to other people, you know? And so I can say that I have a few. I think I got a whole handful.
That's good.
I think.
Because I feel like when you're in, well, specifically for me, like in your 30s, it is hard to find new friends.
Absolutely.
It is.
I actually talk to my friends all the time. I'm like, you know what? This year I want to be intentional on like meeting new people, finding new friends, and being open to it. Because like you said, you can kind of be closed off because you've been hurt or done wrong, or really just don't want to be vulnerable with anybody, to be honest. And that can stem from childhood trauma to whatever. So trying to find new friends in your 30s is...
It's hard.
You looking to have new friends?
I'm not looking, but I am open to it. Oh, am I
Okay.
looking? Hold on, let me be honest. I can't say I'm looking. I really don't have the time to intentionally look, but I am very open.
Okay.
Because I'm not accepting any applications right now, but I'm welcomed.
Are you insane? Are you insane? Wait, then how did we make it?
With the straight face.
Did we?
Just
What?
Just saying, I'm not accepting any new applications right now.
Well,
Just saying.
ooh, that was raw. Okay.
It was. That was raw and real.
See, this is why I don't have a
But
few. I
to
don't
your
have a few
point,
because I'm weird, y'all. Y'all gotta pray for me. I'm weird.
But that's like when you were saying you had to learn how to speak to people like softly.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I had to learn how to speak. Be that I don't want to say aggressive, but you know, just give it to them. Friend, I don't think you should do that.
See, for me, I don't know how to do that because it's like, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just being honest. This is the Without Limits podcast.
It is.
What Karen Clark should have said. I'm not apologizing. This is what I do. But see, the thing is, for me, it's like I don't know how to do that at times. Sometimes I just be quiet and be like, okay.
You do. I can see that.
Yeah, you're always quiet.
I'm quiet.
You are
Because
always
my quiet talks, my quiet speaks loudly.
Yeah.
And it's weird. Like when I'm quiet, it speaks real loudly. And I don't try to be, but it's just like,
Really?
I don't. I really
You
don't.
do.
I do? Okay. This is not about me.
Here's the thing.
This is not about me.
It's not about you.
It's not about me.
Since we're here, we're here.
All right.
Because in this season, we're not doing this. We're not just gliding over stuff.
not about
This
me.
is the Without Limits podcast.
I'm just
Okay, this is
saying.
what we're doing. So the thing is, I think for you don't want to go off, so you stay quiet, or you are just quiet because you don't want to curse nobody out.
I don't want to offend anybody. Real talk. I don't want to offend anybody. I just want to make sure that, like, like, especially if you're doing something like really just out the box and just overboard, like, okay.
You know what I've learned? I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I've learned with friendships too that there's gonna be a time where you become offended at some times. If you are a real friend, because you're not just gonna let your friend just do or say anything. So like, I would rather you tell me than to have me out here looking crazy.
Yeah.
So that's like being married. Like my husband, like that man, I know he loves me, and I think this is important to be able to hold someone accountable in love.
Yeah.
Do not just cut me and then be like, oh, well, I'm just being honest, or oh, I'm just speaking my truth. That's not of God.
Right.
I don't care what you say. Like,
Yeah.
that's you just being petty. But
Yeah.
like, my husband can cut me and I can be like, oh, you know what, babe, that's right. But then be like, ouch afterwards, like, wait, did this man just try to? Okay. Cool. But yeah, I think your silence does speak a lot.
Why do you say that? Because you just met me. But why do you just say that? Because it's like,
Because it does.
I just...
Yeah, I pick up on body language too. So like,
Yeah.
I think when we first met, I never thought that you were like standoffish or like mean. I honestly thought that you were an introvert. So that didn't like bother me because I'm an extrovert.
Okay, I can
Very.
Yeah.
I can
So like,
Very.
I will walk up to somebody that I don't know, like, hey.
Yeah, that's not my
How
testimony.
you doing? Hey, girl, hey. So like, when I first met
you
him, I'm like,
you are in a room with two
let
introverts.
me be clear.
You are in a room with two introverts. Strongly.
Only if the Lord tells me I need you to go talk to them.
I'm sorry.
That's the only
even
only way.
Even if the Lord, I'm like, you sure?
Yeah. It comes with this question.
I'm like Gideon. I need you to show me a sign.
okay.
Because
It comes with this questions without. I mean, for real, it really comes with its questions. But if the Lord tell me, yeah, I need you to go talk to this person, and I'm gonna stand there for a while, like, let me see if he really talking to me or if he's talking to somebody else.
I'm still on the are you sure? But go ahead. You said you're the extrovert. Go ahead.
No, I am. I'm an extrovert. So it is easy. Like when I'm like out, I can talk to people. But like when I first met you, like I said, I knew that you were an introvert, but that doesn't bother me. Like I find it a challenge to get someone to open up.
Introverts that'll be like, oh, let's go outside. I'll be like, no, I want to stay in the house. Oh, come on. Just get somebody.
You know what's funny though?
Happy.
I think it's my 30s. I'm really gonna blame it on my 30s because I am an in the house like vibing person. Now I will host you.
Okay.
I can host. I'll set out a charcuterie board. What you want? You want some food? I'll make you a plate. We can watch some movies. We can play some games. If I have to go outside, that's effort for me.
Don't say movies. Don't say movies.
You don't really suffering from me. You really get it from my husband. You're really trying to. It may not be your movies, but it's a movie.
Okay. All right.
Like.
All right. We're learning. Like my wife and I are learning our sister. My wife and I are learning my sister and her husband, our brother. Like we link up a lot and we vibe a lot. And so it's just funny with our sister. She don't do a lot of movies, and I'm not gonna put her on blast on the podcast. I'm not gonna do that.
It's okay.
No,
I don't watch a lot of movies.
Just, she don't like,
especially a lot of older movies.
There are a lot. Ain't no such thing as older movies. Like she don't know. No. See, no, because
like you can probably name a movie, and I probably have not seen.
So you've seen? I think I got this right. You've seen all the Fridays, right? No. Which one have you seen?
I haven't. I only saw the first one.
That's all that matters. Have you seen the first one?
But I saw the first one in my 30s.
Okay, that's fine. But you've seen it.
Yeah, and that's
why would I want to
child.
watch that?
See, right there is what.
But that's how it was by accident that I watched it because it wasn't in my house.
I want to watch an action.
Let's flip it now.
Because honestly,
let's flip it. I'm not trying to put myself on blast. No. We're gonna step away from that genre. We're gonna step away from that genre.
Okay.
It's not even that genre. We're gonna step away from a different one.
Okay.
We're gonna go to another level. Let's go to the kiddish side. Let's go to the Disney side.
Okay.
Have you seen mostly all the Disney movies?
What you mean?
Just any one of them.
I've seen like Beauty and the Beast because that was my favorite.
Okay,
that was good. And the one with her, it's a vibe. It's good.
Yeah.
The one with her, I stumbled upon that and I was like, if y'all wanted to do the whole live thing, then y'all should have just not called it a live and just said you was gonna play the original movie. I'm just saying, because y'all was trying to see. I'm gonna tell you what you did. Y'all saw The Wiz live and was like, "Oh, this is cool. We can do the same thing." But y'all,
I said, don't mention The Wiz around my brother or her husband.
Please.
Don't mention The Wiz around.
We watch it faithfully, like it's a television show.
Yeah. My sister in movies, bless her heart.
I watch action movies.
I love action movies.
Up-to-date action movies.
Like Fast and Furious.
Watched
Transformers.
Watched
it. See, this is my sister.
That's important.
We're sisters in the spirit.
Exactly.
Okay?
Like, if the movie not started with somebody getting slapped, cut, shot, I don't want to watch it. I do not want to watch a rom-com. I don't think that comedies are funny. Like, it's literally stupid.
Wait. Hold on.
Most of the time, they're stupid. They're not really
Which
funny.
comedies you talking about?
Like...
Oh, my gosh.
What's his name? Jim Carrey? Not funny. He's just stupid. It's actually scary.
Wait, so like The Mask?
Yeah, no, it's actually scary. Like, I think you should do a mental health check. Like, nobody acts like that. Like, Liar. Like, who's acting like that? That's what happened to the Joker, messing around. See what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm not playing with them.
But didn't he play the Joker?
See what I'm
No,
saying?
he didn't. No, he played the Riddler.
Okay.
Jim Carrey, he played the Riddler.
I can see it.
No.
That comes with other stuff. That's not normal. Nobody acts like that normally.
It's not meant to be in real life, though.
Oh, I'm scared for him in real life. Like, he really concerns me. Will Ferrell, I don't think he's funny.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I get that. I never really watched his movies.
Yes. Yeah. All right.
Okay. I get that.
See?
I get that.
See?
But, you know, I'm with it with the Transformers. I love Transformers. And I love Fast and Furious.
John Wick. Yeah.
Watched it, but
I just got it.
No, there's good.
No, John Wick is good. I just got into John Wick this year. Like I literally watched all 3, and I went to the show to go see the 4th one.
Okay.
So I did get into John Wick. My wife thought it was a series, and I'm like, no, it's not a series. Bless her heart. So
that's my sister, and I'm a sick beside her.
Yeah, she did. She thought it was serious because when I started watching it, she was like, it was like, you know how you do the Netflix binge? Bless her heart. She was like, I thought this was a series. No, sugar, it's a movie.
It's a movie series.
It's just it's the same way like you did. Yeah, bless her heart. That's my wife for you. But yeah, all right. Random thought, real quick. We're gonna get up out of here. Hope you all have enjoyed the episode so far. So I saw it on Facebook. There was a spot that used to happen, or it used to be a spot in downtown called Disney Quest.
Okay.
Disney Quest. And so my random thought is, we're all millennials, right? We're considered millennials, right? So, what is like something from your childhood that you wish they would have kept like that, like during your childhood? Like, because like you had the Disney Quest. For me, it was like Fayol Swartz, the toy store downtown, and that's no longer. It was a bougie toy store, like real time. It was a bougie toy store. But it was just nice to go around. Like it was like I think it was like next or near the water tower.
Okay, I still have yet to be near the water.
Yeah, but I'm just, you know what I'm saying. But I'm just saying like different stuff that used to like before.
Y'all don't judge me. I told y'all at the beginning of this episode I was very sheltered.
You were saved.
I said that.
Saved and sheltered.
We didn't go nowhere. We went to church.
Saved and sheltered. But yeah. But what's one thing, like for real, what's one thing that like from your childhood, if y'all, like whatever you all may have experienced positively?
Can I get, like, I want MTV Cribs to come back, and I want VH1 music videos to come back.
I can go with that.
Yeah. And I did want 106 in Park, but I wanted with Free and AJ.
Yeah,
yes.
Free and AJ. Yes. Not the other people.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, give me Laguna Beach.
Video of AJ putting the braid wig on.
Yeah.
I'm so hurt.
My childhood was
I thought that was real.
Yeah, that wasn't real. You
didn't see it? You didn't see the little clip? He had a whole wig on with the braids. And then they took it off. No.
AJ.
I was so mad.
Yeah, AJ and Free, that was
but
a time.
He can put the wig back on, him and Free. Come on back.
AJ and Free, that was a time.
Yeah.
That was like after school.
Right,
yeah.
you know, cartoons on Saturday mornings. Me and my dad used to watch Speed Racer.
Okay.
On Saturday mornings, like Flintstones, Jetsons. I miss that.
Yeah.
Bring back the I was just thinking about the Jetsons.
Yeah.
Bring that back.
I was a different
Because
kid.
remember they was supposed to be in the year 2000. Look at us
You was
now.
watching Nickelodeon? Because Nickelodeon kids, y'all a little different today.
No, I
y'all
didn't
it shows out today.
y'all are very different.
I was not
Disney and
Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon kids are very different.
I don't like
they came out
don't
different.
like the way you're coming from me right now. But no, I did. When you talk about the cartoons, I did Animaniacs. I did Pinky and the Brain.
You did Channel 9.
Yeah, I did the Tiny Toons.
Okay.
I did that. But then I wish we could have kept TGI Fridays because you had like Family Matters, all of those shows on, all of that. So yeah, those was a good time. Those was a good time.
Those were good times. I like Power Rangers and
absolutely like
Xena.
Black Ranger, Warrior Princess.
Yes.
Only the
Hercules.
only the first couple episodes. The end got a little weird for me.
I don't remember.
Yeah, the first three, maybe the first 3 seasons, yes. Mm-hmm. But when she started going to the demonic side, I was like, no, Xena, you flipped on me.
Oh,
yeah,
Xena flipped on me.
Charmed, I like Charmed.
Still watch that on Peacock.
That was a little bit old. I don't watch it anymore.
It's on Peacock.
It's something about when the first the show first starts, it's really good, and then when they start flipping stuff, I'm just not interested anymore.
Well, Charm flipped when they got rid of Prue. So
yeah, so that's
when they killed Prue off. So I can tell you, I can talk about Charm. Charm's my show. I don't like the new Charm though. They could have kept that.
Yeah.
They did a whole new Charm. It was horrible. It's horrible.
Yeah. I haven't watched the new one. I don't really think I ever got into the original one. Yeah.
I only got into it because of my dad. I think most of the shows that I watched was because of my dad. Yeah. We had that.
And I see everybody's into like the Equalizer. Like, you know, Queen Latifah.
It's really good.
But I know I love it. We live it.
Really
but a lot of people know I used to watch the original.
With Denzel?
No. Like it used to be back in the day. It was a TV show called The Equalizer.
Okay.
It was a white guy. It was a white guy, but my mom used to watch it.
Okay.
So I was just like,
that makes sense. Like Starsky and Hutch, it was old, but they remade it.
Exactly.
Okay.
So it was like, you know, I was like, okay, I remember The Equalizer, but I remember The Equalizer a little different. Like, it was a little different. It was a white guy. Yeah. So like Columbo, all that other stuff.
Yeah. Matlock,
yeah. All that else, yeah.
All the stuff I watched with, Nanny and them.
Yeah. Matlock was my dad.
Soap operas.
Matlock was my dad. My dad loved watching Matlock.
Murder, She Wrote.
That was my mama. You don't know nothing about this. It's okay.
No,
it's okay. It's all right.
It's all right.
She just engaged in the conversation.
Just
right. I'm just naming stuff. Like, okay.
Yeah.
In my defense, on weekdays, my mom didn't allow me to watch TV.
Yeah.
So Saturdays was the only day I could
Same.
Get on.
Same. That's how Saturday mornings, because throughout the week it was homework.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then Saturday, okay, if your homework was done, then and we not cleaning, then we can watch.
Exactly.
Go ahead, watch.
Yeah.
That.
I ain't get a TV.
That's why I'm into a good book.
Until I was 18. So.
Really?
Yeah, I ain't never had a TV. My brother ruined my childhood. My older brother, he ruined my childhood. Like
I'm sorry.
He did. He ruined my childhood. Like
Stop.
I didn't get it. I didn't get a lot of perks. Like he had his own phone. He had his own TV. All that. Yeah, he ruined that for me when I got older. So.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, I didn't have a TV in my bedroom. I don't think it fazed me though.
I mean, it didn't faze me either. But I'd be like, at school, they'd be like, oh yeah, I watched in my room. Oh, you got a TV?
Yeah.
What that's like?
Because people had phones in their room and
All that.
I didn't get a cell phone until I was 18. Yeah. And then by the time I got my phone, I was happy I had a phone. People was talking about that. They talked about the fact that I didn't have a cell phone. Then when I got a cell phone, it was the type of phone they was talking about because I had the Nextel chirp that wasn't popular anymore.
Yes, chirp.
So, to be clear, when I picked out the phone, I was 16.
You thought you was the bag.
I didn't get it until I was 18. That's when the flip phone came out.
Mm-hmm.
So now they got this flip phone. Everybody got the flip phone. I got the brick. So they be trying to throw my phone. And when they did throw it, it didn't break.
Why? But first of all, why was anybody throwing your phone?
People bullies.
I'm sorry.
They bullies,
I ain't gonna lie, I miss Flip a little bit.
I was so excited. My first phone was a Razor Flip, and it was pink. I did not think I was gonna get it.
My first Razor was pink too. See, we connected in the spirit.
Yeah, I if we didn't have text messaging, I think that's what started us gravitating to what we have now. Text messaging. Yeah. And I was like, if we didn't have text messaging, I think we still would be in Flip ages. I really do. I still feel like we.
You think Flip, or would it be that big, the first cell phone?
I don't think we still had that first one. I don't think nobody want to carry that thing. Like I didn't want to carry mine because I had the brick too. I didn't want to carry mine. I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
Like, there's not even a phone case for this. What is this?
It's not. There was no need for it. There was no need for it. Okay.
There's no phone case for this. Why do we have this? Like, make that make sense to me.
Yeah.
Courtney, my love. We thank you for joining us on the podcast, but you have your own YouTube channel.
Guys, this was fun. I do.
Tell us where
it's a shameless plug.
It is. That's right.
Shameless plug, yes.
Let's go. Talk about it.
It's Courtney Perry on YouTube. I do lifestyle content. We talk about everything. Faith, beauty, lifestyle. I'm not going to even say fashion because not really. But.
Maybe she'll have us on her podcast.
Yeah, maybe.
On her YouTube channel.
I'm going to say I don't have a podcast, but yeah, I mean, we could do like a YouTube.
We talk on, I mean, we on YouTube as well. You know, we talk on YouTube.
Yeah.
You know, people see us on YouTube as well. So
yeah.
Maybe we can be a guest on somebody instead of people bringing on.
You know.
Y'all want to do a mukbang or something?
I don't know what that is, but sure.
It's like when you just eat a whole bunch of food and then we talk about. Yeah.
Are we eating? All right. So thank you for joining us. Listen, that's all you had to say was eating. I'm there. Listen, I gotta lose this weight, but you know, huh? We eating? Let's go. I'm gonna talk to you about my menu in a minute. But listen, we thank y'all so much for joining us on the Without Limits podcast. Thank you to our sister Courtney Perry for joining us. Make sure you all follow her on her YouTube channel, which we will put that in the description.
Yes.
Or it is going to be in the description. Make sure you do follow us on all of our platforms: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok.
And don't forget to watch the recap of Car Chronicles.
Yes, Car Chronicles is on our page. It's on our page.
And we had a really good conversation too.
We did.
It's like 2 parts.
We did. Let me tell you about these 2 parts. Let me get them out of here. Only reason why it's 2 parts because I was live on my phone and then my phone went hot. That's the only reason why it was 2 parts.
He decided to sit in the sun.
I did. I started to sit in the sun. You know, whatever. But listen, love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a happy day, night, evening, whenever time you are listening or watching. So once again, thank you for joining us for the Without Limits podcast. Conversations with CJ
and Jay.
Peace, y'all.